heavy,
bored.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is your process like with your kind of how you do you get an idea? Do you just kind of fuck around and find out? Do any
Mm.
outlining? Does it vary? Kind of what's your process with your
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the lessons of the pandemic was that being out amongst the world and people is a big part of my process. Like experiencing things, like sitting at a bar and talking to a stranger, like whatever, just encountering human beings in some way. And I felt throughout the pandemic when we weren't doing that, I felt rather just sort of disinterested in writing, generally speaking. And I really, really had to force myself to sit down every day and just write something, which is another part of my process. I think I've always been a very incremental writer. I can't sit for 3 hours at a computer and just write. This just doesn't work. So like 30 minutes, an hour, maybe like every day, whatever it is, like I'm not good at being that kind of long-winded writer. So, I mean, that's how I wrote my first book, was just like sitting down every day a little bit and paying attention. I always kept a journal that I would like write down little ideas or things like images or lines I heard or something. And then eventually it just accrues into this thing and, becomes, oh, I have a thing that could be a novel, or like there were two different things I was working on. I was like, oh, these are connected. And so I don't pre-plot anything. I don't ever know like what I'm going to be doing before I have like the image or the character or whatever it is. And I just sort of like write into the space. So yeah, I'm not like extremely process oriented, maybe is
well,
the answer.
like I said, listeners, a true literary talent at the beginning there. You just dive in, see what happens there, and you make it into something. You mold it, right? Like she said, like leave it.
inner,
Resources, American resources.
Being bored,
Some activities are intentional, right?
it shows such a lack
Heavy.
of gratitude for life. Bored. I aspire to boredom, I
Heavy.
should say.
Bored.
heavy,
I am heavy.
Bored.
Has you the night sweats and the day sweats, pal? Pal, I do.